sad part is that we can't partake in a lot of tournaments, especially me
Yeah,
and
that's why
Chop.
I don't want to
hungry,
commentate
man.
as well.
Yo, we hungry, bruh.
Yeah. Okay.
Like commentating fine, right? Because it's like ordering your favorite. It's like, oh, bro, when I started gymming a while back, when I feel hungry, you know, I don't go eat a veggie, bro. I look at like those tasty videos online. You know what I mean? Where they make all the lacquer foods and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing with if you have to commentate or be a TO, right? You're there to watch and it's hype, but like, you know that you intrinsically, you love the game itself. You would love to play, but you literally, you know, you can't. It's like a little unprofessional stuff. Like, I mean, like, and the other problem is, like, for example, Jabby, bro, if you were to enter a tournament that you host, dude, you probably win. You know what I mean? It's like it's not the best. It's not the best thing to go and do something like that. And I mean, I also feel like that's kind of the reason why we have to bring offlines back, right? We have to do our best to not just keep everyone else safe, but keep yourself safe in order to be better hosts and to be able to look after your players that are coming through. It's gonna be a hard thing. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna feel like a reset. Gonna feel like a hard reset.
Yeah, it is a reset. I don't want to lie.
It's guaranteed reset. You can't like get out of this anyway. There's no Oki. That's it. You know, you're just in it. But I mean, that's gonna be it. I feel like that's why there hasn't been, except for UGC stuff, there hasn't been a lot of online Tekken. I specifically haven't seen a lot of Street Fighter, and I'm not into most of the other FGs, so I'm not that sure about the rest. But that's why it's hard, because those games are so good offline, and the hype is just so much intrinsically built into offline. You know what I mean? So it's a very different thing.
You know, and especially, you know, with the FGC, I always agree to say that even when Sam was started was just getting involved in the FGC, trying to see like checking the community out. She was like, you know what? Yeah, definitely. The big companies are too focused on your Dota and your Counter-Strike and stuff. You know, he said, with FGC it's quite easy. We just put all these games in one roof. You don't really have to focus on one major game. You put all these games in one roof. You have even a bigger turnout, easily. You know. Yeah, and
do them at like different times, so that people who play among more can play more games, type of deal.
Yeah, like you see, like that's it. You know, I mean, you look at the big events. That's how they do it. You know, and I think in SA when they start to invest in an FGC in a fighting game, they focus on one and do one event or centering around that. You know.
Yeah,
and in fighting games, that's not really how you go about it. I mean, you see even Bandai or Capcom and stuff, they don't really do. They do their own events at the end after these other events, you know.
Yeah.
But put the game into that venue, you know, into that. It's like CEO, they put the game there, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, I think that's generally the tradition of FGC of the FGC, and that's just how you need to do it. You know, you can't really just focus on one game.
Yeah,
you know, unless you have like a major plan for it.
Maybe we can like manage space better by like going, okay, cool. So like these ones are the biggest, or have the biggest player base or highest turnout or something, and then base like the mapping of the area that way. But then the other problem comes in. We still have to listen to COVID regulations. So like, how are we gonna fit it? How big is the venue supposed to be to have people sitting 1.6 meters apart? You know what I mean?
That's the thing. You know,
we're gonna have to reinvent the whole game. Everything is gonna have to change.
The thing is, like, games.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be felt for a very long time. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously already, like, for example, we know that for a fact that yes, the disease virus pandemic, it can kill. People have died, unfortunately, from it. However, it's not 100% death sentence, right? But the thing is, like, it's a little iffy. Like if you know someone that has had the virus before, obviously there's a stigma towards it. So and because of that, it's gonna stick around. The whole idea and thought of it for a very long time.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel.
That's why I'm kind of wondering how
Like
is
it's gonna be
offline
hard
really
doing
gonna
this
be?
again.
Are people even gonna bother to kind of come out and stuff? Yeah, it's gonna be a slow sort of change.
Yeah,
A super slow one, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
and
you know,
the yeah.
like I'm saying, like you know, now you need to you separating the FGC, like they need to be a certain a distance among each other. That's not really possible because if I see a matchup, maybe I don't understand, and the guy next to me understands, I'm literally gonna ask him like, "Hey man, what the fuck's happening here?"
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and then from there we'll probably be chatting. We'll chat with those guys. It's gonna
Yeah.
be very hard to like separate because that's just how you get better as a player in the FGC.
No, exactly. But the thing is, like, also that's the other reason why, like Ragnar was saying, like, why people even still come? Because if they do, it's gonna be a little watered down.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be the full experience that you're used to.
That stigma you were talking about is gonna sort of stick
Yeah.
around for a long time.
But
Right.
then, if they don't come to offline, how do you bring offline into the door, into your house?
They have to wear a mask.
Sanitize.
No.
Bring your own controller.
I'm saying, let's say that's not an option. That's not an option.
What is it?
Not,
wearing
not
a mask?
everybody has not everybody has a camera. I'm just like trying to form a solution. You'd meet up in a virtualized place like this. Everybody with the camera. Hey, I see you. I see you. I see you. What's up? Some games. Let's throw down.
I mean, even though like we're having this very interactive podcast right now, right? Even though this is a thing, this comes back to what you were saying, Jago. Even though we can see each other and confirm emotions and body language and stuff like that, the human element is still missing.
Yeah.
And
the
it's-
touch,
and
the
it's-
sense, the feel.
it's-
Yeah.
It's a very real, raw feeling and emotion that you cannot convey over an electronic means. Besides for key charging at the end of a round in Tekken. Besides for that, there's no way of like
when
conveying.
you're in stun.
Exactly. In MK, it doesn't matter, bro. Like it you can't convey that. It's hard. It's very hard to do so. Which is why I feel like I really don't think that the answer is how do we circumvent online? Because we've been trying that. And clearly it's been working to an extent, but not the extent that we
Not
wanted.
fully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
So,
I don't
like,
know how to really, like, to be honest, I don't really know how to really go about it. You know, most likely it's just do what we think is best, but it's gonna be up to the players how they go about it. You know, but some guys will actually listen to the rules. Yeah, okay, they say bring your own controller. Yeah, when he gets inside,
It's a different story.
that's a different story. You know, most likely all of us will have our masks off. That's a guaranteed. Everybody will have their mask off.
And you also have
you
people
know.
that like wear masks differently. Like, oh, some people go over nose, some people go the under nose thing. Some people wear like a scarf I've seen before. So like you it's the only thing we can do as TOs is make sure that our regulations and what we have is on point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of it. Like we really can't do anything else. Obviously, besides for marketing, trying to get talking to the community and getting them involved. Besides for stuff like that, that's the only thing we can do. And I mean, then again, that's now it's a like you said, Jabhi. Like exactly, people will get into the zone. We're gonna get hyped. It's sweaty under the mask. Sometimes people say it's hard to breathe.
Hey man, go into the mall with that shit.
Exactly. You want to talk to people. You know what I mean. You want to feel the closeness. And the masks kind of take that away because like you're literally blocking off like 70 to 80% of someone's face. So you literally cannot see the emotion. But on the other hand, now you get people who understand that's what's gonna happen and then just don't pitch at all. So it's an extreme 50-50. And I don't know if I'm willing to take that. I'm gonna just block. You know what I mean?